Yeah.
Let's switch gears and talk about the stuff you've done outside of the ring. You're a deputy sheriff. Tell me
Yep.
about that, because that's a pretty fascinating career transition.
Yeah. I ended up getting divorced in 2016. And when I got divorced, it was like, man, what am I going to do now? So I ended up moving to Florida. I have custody of my two boys. We all live together. And I was sitting there like, man, body's a little beat up. I'm an older gentleman now and stuff. And I was like, and I got to figure something out, something to pay the bills on a regular basis. So I ended up meeting my recruiter for the military, and I talked to him and stuff, and he goes, "Hey, he looks me up one side down the other, and he goes, you know what? You ought to get into corrections." And I was like, nah, I was like, I don't have that kind of temperament. I was like, man, that's not going to be good, man. Somebody says something to me, I'm going to slap them silly, man. He goes, dude, he goes, you're perfect. They would take you in a heartbeat. So I ended up um, signing up. He got me a link to the site and stuff. And the Florida State Correctional Institution, they called me up. I ended up working at a max seg jail and stuff for 4 years. But the pay isn't like the pay is crap there. Like for you putting your life on the line every day, the money just is horrible. And then I had a couple buddies that was there at the state with me, and they left and they became sheriffs and everything. And they're like, "Hey, you got to come over here. You're gonna love this." And so I went and put my application in. Port Charlotte called me up, and they're like, "Hey, come on down." Went down there, took the PAT test. They hired me almost on the spot, and I tell you what, that was the best move I've ever made. I love it there. Uh, Everybody there, man, I get along with. So, yeah, the deputy sheriff in Florida, we're law abiding down here. Everybody, they appreciate the law enforcement. They want us here and stuff. So, it just all clicked, and it just makes you feel like you're actually wanted, and you're doing a great job for the community.
It seems like it's a fun place to be, and it can be tough at times because you have to take care of so many different people. Just just so many people I know that you have to watch out for that run off or whatever. I'd imagine it's very stressful.
Oh, it is, but I look at it, the bad outweighs the good because I I know how it makes me feel knowing that, hey, everything in my life, and now I'm kind of being able to give back to the community and to everybody else for, hey, all those times that they spent it might have been their last couple bucks just to go and watch me wrestle someplace. But now, hey, this is kind of my way to say thank you for all the hard times that you endured just to, give me a little bit of money and stuff. So I get to do that, but then my kids love the fact that they go around, they're like, yeah, my dad's a deputy sheriff, and they love that. And just the whole thing, though, being able to feel like you finally reached the plateau in your life where you're actually doing something with your life that has a meaning to it, and instead of just kind of running through aimlessly trying to look for the next high, kind of thing, not drug wise, but like the
Yeah.
flavor of the day, you know.
What's your favorite part about being a deputy sheriff?
Uh, I think my favorite part of is just seeing when you go out and you got your uniform on and you see the little kids out there and they smile or they'll look at you and they'll hi, and then when you talk back to them and you're like, hey, how's it going, buddy, and stuff, and they sit there and they go, hey, are you really a cop? Yeah, I am. That's real gun on the side, and you just let them know that, hey, we're not a bad person, that they can approach you and that you will talk to them, and you're not gonna throw them around or beat them up or anything, and that you're
Yeah.
here for them if they need you. Hey, all you have to do is yell for us, and we're going to come and help you, no matter what it is. And then just in my little community where I live, everybody knows that I'm a deputy sheriff, and you drive out your driveway going to work or coming home, and everybody's waving and you're waving back. It just has that feeling that, hey, you finally have achieved something to be able to do it, to give back. I know when I was wrestling, yeah, somebody called me up and say, hey, I got a benefit show for Children's Hospital or St. Jude's. I was like, oh man, I was like, don't even say nothing. Tell me when and where, and I'll be there. Because I just wanted to feel like I'm giving something back finally for everybody's hard work that they've done just to be able to come and see me.
I like that a lot
Yeah.
because everybody needs help. We all do. And to
Yeah.
have somebody like a police officer, like a deputy sheriff to come out and rescue whoever's in need when there's at times of stress, times of trouble, it's very important to have somebody like that around. So kudos to you for being able to step up and take care of people when they're struggling.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thank you.
you're welcome, Brian.